Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. We're back with Pyre. What's up? Good talk.
Rookie.
He seems to have something on his mind.
You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon.
Hey, chum. Know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I want to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... what I mean is,
He hesitates, trying to find the words.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, do you find me pretty?
You sense something serious troubling him. He moves him very close, making sure no one is in earshot.
It's... it's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? That is beautiful. If you tell him to get rid of it, is he going to actually lose it?
I don't know. We said it looked perfectly fine and like, no, so basically nothing happens. But I'm wondering what happens if you say the other two.
I guess I'm curious if what happens if you say nothing. But I don't want him to lose it.
And they give things look. Something about him appears untrustworthy, perhaps less youthful. His appearance is not your concern, nor is it drawn out discussion of personal grooming. I want to see if he gets rid of it.
All right. I mean, you're the one in control.
I
I think the bigger question is, do you think that it changes anything in the narrative? Like, do you think someone's like, I can't trust this guy. He looks like he's going to tie me up and throw me on train tracks. I'm curious.
Boom.
Oh, dang.
You suggest that Rookie might appear more presentable without the mustache. He stares toward the ceiling for several moments and breathes a sigh.
I'll be right back.
Then he scurries away. You hear him making quite a racket for a while.
I just had to take care of something real quick, chum. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to check the wheels again for mites and cry to myself quietly.
Bounce off again out the wagon. I gains +1 hope for the next ride.
Oh, I'm going to miss that mustache. Maybe they'll be like, I've been thinking about growing my mustache back.
What do you think, chum?
Do you think, chum? Be like, yeah, do it, buddy.
If anything, it made you unhappy, and I'm okay with that.
That's the Nathan way.
It was not long before the empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse has started long before the emperor's disappearance. His decision to give the chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time that he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for missing Solium Mur warriors, pathfinders, and scholars. Heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Stumbling over my own words, I apologize. Maybe I'm just
it's
not
becoming,
a good reader today.
Nah, it's becoming a trope with GDPG.
Yeah.
None of us are good at reading. You've invoked Sandra from beyond the crystal. Are you slashing all the way across the flagging hands right now? A hideous place, or so I understand, for I can neither see it nor experience its wondrous aroma, as you surely can, although perhaps you are accustomed to it by now. Nightwings of the past misliked this place, of that I can assure you. We share a common misery. Now, please leave me to mine, unless there is a service you require me to render at this time.
Nope.
So much sass. I shall be here if you need me.
I'd probably be the same if I was locked in an orb for
Yeah.
who knows how long.
I mean, like, I don't, resent her for it.
Oh, hey guys, you know, this place, a lot of folks, but not a lot of customers, so I mean, so have a look around.
Morty, you gotta buy the Stardust, Morty.
Cool, yeah, I want the Stardust. My Stardust.
Always the Stardust.
Boom.
Ooh, it got more expensive.
Yeah,
Which makes sense.
It's actually, this is a level 2 version of it. It's a dash versus a pinch.
Ah.
We're gonna sell this, Noxroom.
Do you think that's actually a measurable thing? Like, they'd say that in, like, recipes a lot. They'll say, like, a pinch of this, a dash of that. You think it's actually, like...
I think so. Yeah, I think a pinch is this, and then a dash is, like, when you're...
See, that's
I don't really...
It's not something that'll...
I'm a bartender. We measure things or count and measure. It depends on where you're at. So you wouldn't...
Down to the
I guess a
ounce.
dash of bitters is just a... So it's like...
That's true, but the bottles are designed for that.
Yeah, they are. They're not always good at it, but yeah, they are. Yeah.
So lunar glass.
Yeah, lunar glass is solid. I'd like to have it. Maybe
Cool.
one day. Cool.
How do you... So, like...
Huh?
This makes me think of Banner Saga too, but there are games that go on these adventures and they'll show you the like really expensive items early game. It's like there's literally no way that you will afford it for a while. They like dangle it in front of you like, you want to save up your money for that.
You know, so I've actually been thinking about that a little bit since just working with economies in games and stuff like that. What's cool about showing an expensive item like that is it gives the player an understanding and a basis of what is expensive or not.
That was what I was thinking too, and I think that's a really valuable thing. I think it cheapens the experience though if it dangles it in front of you and then you never see it again, or you don't see it for like the majority of the game.
Yeah,
It's like,
that would absolutely.
I have literally been crunching and spending no money just so I could buy this, and now it's nowhere to be found.
I've been missing out on so many opportunities.
Maybe me as the completionist that I am too, like, I'm like, but I want to get this item that was in the very beginning of the game. How do I do it?
As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Millith? Yes. According to this... No. Nothing fancy. Seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. Little imp disappears in a hurry.
Oh, is Tizu all right? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning.
Silence. Everyone take cover. Jordo makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Something about this place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiments. The shape stops slowly. Its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn.
Wise of ye to hide yourselves from us, little nightwings. Ye trespass on the resting place of the Astroborn. We shall see ye when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place.
The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene.
That was a bog crone. Indeed, that was the witch Urdimilde of the Withdrawn.
Triumvirate of bog dwellers compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom. Good. She's an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Islach, the astral-born monstrosity.
I always feel like that's a cop-out thing where, like, over Withdrawn, how it says, like, compelled by sinister forces. Like, what is that? What does that mean? That's vague.
It is vague.
It's like, they're evil because they're evil.
Right. Well, let's keep talking to them. It makes clear there's no love for Unmilda.
Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time.
Go do it.
The rites.
Go do it. Go do it.
I didn't realize we were right here.
We are right here.
Oh!
Your fellow exiles gain enlightenment after each rite, whether they prevail or not. The only failure is to stray from the path. Oh. That was really the truth, and everybody would be level 18 by now.
It's true.
Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Millith.
Malith.
In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries.
I really want to know how long people live out here. Because they say that Jodariel's really old.
I wonder if, like, it's... Well, maybe it's like a limbo thing, right? So maybe it's that you're actually not really alive. It's like an afterlife kind of deal. So there is no life and death. It's just being less miserable.
Yeah, when
And
they banish you to the downside, they're actually just killing you.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't really seen any reference of actual death. And
It's
you would
true.
think it's sort of a survival kind of place, but, like, there's no one that's like, oh, we just lost a whole caravan of people because they had dysentery.
Yeah, they don't really talk about that. Even when you are banished, you just kind of reappear somewhere else.
But it's like, it makes sense, right? Because if people don't die out here, no, you're not going to talk about that because you're already dead. You talk about how people just transform.
Yeah, talk about how you want to get out. The crone Unmilde? Unmidhe. There's no L. Why am I... Unmilde.
Udmilde. That there's a fantasy name.
Unmilde.
Maybe. I assume that's the very... yeah.
Anyway, the crone Unmilde sees your companions gathered by the pyre.
A little flame that shall never warm ye here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Yalka! Make the Nightwing suffer!
Yislach.
He was banished by the 8 scribes. Or slain. Oh, slain. Died. Ruki trots forward from your ranks.
Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare any of us one bit. You or your buddy Yislach. Now, we doing this or what?
Question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Unmilde's attention, however. Ruki begins to squirm a bit. Then Unmilde moves her slender fingers toward her mask.
Behold,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
foolish! Yislach will grow! Yislach shall grow! Yislach shall grow! He shall consume ye ere your little flame has died. That we shall endure.
Unmilde slides off toward her followers. Ruki remains motionless for a time.
Whoops.
I love how, like, a sense of, like, dread is, like, just, it looks like just curtains just coming down.
It's very, anime.
It is.
All right. What's the... Who we...
Alright. Jodariel's getting pretty close. I think we, pick her. Probably
guess
not
we-
to start off with. Ruki's pretty close. Pick him.
Yeah, we don't have much indication on what our opponent's loadout is. Which...
Wait.
I don't know if that's a... Oh, yeah, I think you
Boom.
did show us this.
Boom. It's because you not listen good.
I just forget. I feel like they make it a little bit tough to, like, see. The fact... I mean, I guess it's literally one button click, but, like... I feel as though most players... Well, I don't know.
I like how
Maybe
they
I've jumped
actually
to
show their
conclusions.
level, and she's not even level 2 yet.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. I
Anyway,
mean,
we're
like,
gonna-
at least being able to see what their side is like, I think is helpful to kind of encourage the player to switch up their player party, aside from just trying to, like, get the rest of their characters to level up. So we've got Speedy Team. Oh, never mind.
I'm definitely gonna throw her in. Oh, there's a sick page. Wait, who else has an item? You have an item.
Quickness.
Probably not. I don't know if we're gonna use you this match.
Do you think it would be... Do you think it would be more of a pain, or do you think it would be nice to automatically pull all the items off of characters at the start of a new match?
Not a problem now, but I think down the line, if we had a lot more characters, yeah, I would much prefer to see that.
But, I mean, maybe the counterpoint would be, like, later on, you'll have so many items that each person will just kind of have their dedicated item at that point. I mean, maybe, right?
Yeah, it's possible. You did have an item.
I mean, UI-wise, I guess you could always display that as its own section of, like, items equipped to people, and you could just drag them out. So it doesn't necessarily auto-unequip it, but it lets you, like, rearrange easy.
The crone shall make a fierce opponent. Everyone on guard.
No matter where you go, Yeslak will find ye and devour ye.
It's like Scottish, maybe? I'm not...
I may be. If that's the case, I'm butchering it, but it's just the yeah. It's very like, it's either Scottish or it's like piratey, maybe?
Oh, crap.
So we have little stinky butt things.
Got it.
Yeah.
I played a little bit since our last time, so...
Oh, finally.
I may have I might have a little more of an advanced strategy than I had before.
Shout out to Rachel, who prevents Nathan from playing this on his free time. She doesn't watch the show. I can talk shit.
Oh. Oh, ow.
Oh, doing
crap,
well there.
crap.
Oh. Hey, wow. That was close.
It took too long for that.
So this seems like a pretty vanilla map, actually. The only obstacle in this zone is the stinky butt, like, blocking things.
Stinky
They kind of
butt
look like
blocking things.
butts with, like, stink fumes coming out. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no. You're
I mean, they're,
absolutely
like,
right.
horribly misshapen butts, but...
I mean, you don't know. What, maybe... Oh, I did not... Okay.
I mean, it worked.
I mean, it did, but I didn't necessarily want to be one person down on my team.
Oh, that's a cool ability. The dude has, like, a spread shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you're going to get someone that can do that, too, but it's kind of cool that we get a sense of, like, what... Well, I guess it doesn't... If you don't get a character that does that, I don't think that would be bad either. But that's just a fun, like, different kind of version of something that's already familiar.
Yeah, from here, the characters actually start to get a lot more interesting than they did before.
Thread the needle
yeah.
with Jodariel.
Yeah, the characters start, like, their abilities start getting very interesting from here on. Before we've just been, like, noticing, like, this is a different version of a standard person, like, standard mover. Ah, crap. This one's the big character. This one's the small, fast character.
Which, like, I think it's really important that the game is still fun at that base level where you don't have super crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You almost respawned, though.
Almost got it.
But yeah, I think it's important that the game is still fun at that level, right? Because, like, if it's dependent on, like, these crazy different versions of attacks, then your game is probably not really just fun to begin with. It's like games that are designed or built on, like, having all flair but no, like, real depth.
Yeah.
The lifeblood of Yeslak, it flows within this layer and beneath this world.
I feel like I gotta do the creepy claw hand as I talk.
His lifeblood shall engulf ye in such blackness and despair.
I guess he's sort of doing
I mean,
it too.
he's
Like,
doing
pulling
it.
back the cloak, but, like, probably like,
Yes, I'm pulling it back so you can see my creepy mask.
Because it actually keeps getting in my face.
It's actually a little too large. I need to go back to the tailor.
oh, ooh, some mighty fine juke in there.
I'm juking.
Okay, so that's a new obstacle. You get little acid pools that just seem to, like, appear at random? Or maybe that's...
Oh, no. Oh,
Maybe
because I
that's-
dashed my thing went away and I didn't get him.
Sucks to suck.
Man.
Sucks to suck. So I guess that's what the,
They're making me bounce. I'm bouncing everywhere. Ugh. Ow.
Do you think that it, like, drains your like, juice
What?
by touching those little acid pools? Because it doesn't damage you, because there's really no health system.
It is making me bounce around a lot, which is incredibly frustrating.
Oh, it blocks your shots. Whoa, ooh. Have you ever seen it, like, bounce back off the wall and into the goal? Like, off
I've
the
seen my
backboard?
person. Rookie's done it like 4 times. Like every time I've actually scored with Rookie personally, it's because I would like bounce off the edge of the map and onto it. Yeah, my character's been bouncing all over the place. All right, I just got to get one in.
Quench now their fire.
Ow.
Ooh. I feel like games like this often have at least like achievements for like beating the game and never losing any points in your Pyre. Do you think that would be like one of those kind of goals that are just impossible? Like, why would you do this to me, designers, kind of thing?
I mean, it's possible, yeah, that they're.
Like,
no. Oh,
hey, that'd be like one of those ones that I'd see, and I'd be like, the completionist in me would like,
No, you have to
would be
do
like,
it.
oh, woe is me. Now I have to try to do this, and I will never do this.
Especially because, like, I don't know if I've actually, maybe on the show, like in the first couple matches, but otherwise, I don't know if I've ever actually won one without losing any damage.
It's hard to like not screw up at least once.
Well, especially in the campaign, because usually what happens is you'll play until you take about like half of their Pyre away, and then they
go
do
crazy.
something weird. Yeah.
See, those bog dwellers, they're just a bunch of hissy talk. True. Nice work, everyone. Never thought I'd have to stand against a bog dweller.
It would seem our adversaries failed to unnerve us.
Yes, Locke, we have failed thee, and the deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Countless saw the teachings of the
So can we die?
Whatever. What happens?
Is that what's happening?
Consume means I don't really know. Yeah, just hit rank 3.
Yeah.
Focus, training, prowess, the path towards survival of the blood border. These rites make similar demand of us. Northern yeah. All right, what do we focus? We did this one before. When landing from a jump, she briefly stuns nearby people, making them drop the orb, or for 7 seconds after slitting her adversary, she does an additional 10 damage to the Pyre. Probably that one. I play her more defensive than anything. Yeah, rookie.
Yeah. Faster, stronger, a little bit better looking too, maybe, hopefully. Please love me. I mean, is there anything I can't handle?
Aw, at least he's humble about it.
I miss his mustache. You were more humble when you had a mustache.
Look what it's done to you, man. Rookie can jump a second time while airborne. That's what he has currently. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to even higher top speed, and after he's banished by an adversary, he has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second.
Do you think there will be any, like, option to reallocate your points with any of these characters? Or do you think it's, like, super permanent?
There was, the other day when I was playing with Rachel, there was a sentence saying something about reallocating, and I looked down and it disappeared, and it was finished loading. I was like, no,
Oh, on
wait.
the load screen?
Yeah. I was like, no, wait, what did you, no.
There was time now. Cool. Well, we're at that time. Oh, but we have a cutscene. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just loading. Well, we're at that time.
No.
Challenge of the day. Design an attack pattern for the little charge, thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it's actually called.
Casting your aura.
Yeah, that.
Do that thing.
Now that we've seen that they kind of switch it up and kind of
Yeah,
go
that
crazy.
it's not just a straight line always, and can get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
If you like this series and you're not subscribed, you should do that because that helps us out.
Yeah.
And then you won't miss any more of this because you'll get all of my gross snake voices.
Yes, subscribe. Please,
Do it.
for Nathan.
Bye.